Could the Sacramento Kings have just handed the Lakers the perfect trade target on a silver platter? What happens when a team's questionable roster decisions create an opportunity for their division rivals to acquire exactly the type of player they desperately need? And at a bargain price. The Kings' recent signing of Russell Westbrook might seem like a standard veteran addition, but it's actually created a domino effect that could benefit the Lakers in ways Sacramento probably didn't anticipate. The ripple effect of their offensive-minded roster construction have pushed Ellis, a promising 3, and D-Wing to the margins of their rotation, making him an incredibly attractive trade candidate for a Lakers team that needs exactly what he provides. The writing is already on the wall based on Sacramento's preseason rotations. Ellis played just 16 minutes in the Kings' preseason opener, 8 fewer than rookie Nick Clifford. That limited role became even more concerning in their second preseason game, where Ellis was restricted to just 8 minutes, while Clifford and second-year guard Devin Carter both received significantly more playing time. The pattern continued in Sacramento's most recent preseason contest, with Ellis again logging only 8 minutes. For a player who showed legitimate two-way potential last season, this dramatic reduction in opportunities paints a troubling picture about his future with the franchise. When your minutes are decreasing rather than increasing, it usually means the organization has different plans. The Russell Westbrook signing makes Ellis' situation even more precarious. Westbrook is going to command significant minutes regardless of how he fits with the team's long-term vision, which means Ellis will have even fewer opportunities to showcase his abilities. Sacramento has essentially created a logjam of offensive-minded perimeter players that leaves no room for a developing two-way talent. This is fantastic news for the Lakers, who have been desperately searching for reliable 3 and D depth to complement their star-heavy roster. Ellis represents exactly the type of player who could thrive alongside Luka Doncic and LeBron James, someone who can space the floor consistently while also providing tenacious perimeter defense. The decline in Ellis' playing time shouldn't be confused with a reflection of his ability or potential value outside of Sacramento. The Kings have invested heavily in veteran, offense-first players like DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Malik Monk, Dennis Schroeder, and now Westbrook. With 5 perimeter players already projected to receive the majority of available minutes, Ellis was destined to struggle for court time. But here's what makes Ellis so appealing as a trade target. His production when given opportunities has been genuinely impressive. In 2024-25, the 4 players he spent the most offensive possessions guarding were James Harden, Anthony Edwards, Stephen Curry, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That tells you everything you need to know about his willingness to take on the challenge of slowing down elite scorers. Those aren't easy defensive assignments that teams give to players they don't trust. When you're being asked to guard MVP-caliber players like Curry and Gilgeous-Alexander, it means coaches believe in your defensive instincts and competitive fire. For a Lakers team that struggled with perimeter defense, having someone willing and able to take on those tough matchups would be invaluable. The offensive numbers are equally impressive. Ellis shot 42.9% from three-point range last season, specializing in catch-and-shoot situations that will be perfect for playing alongside ball-dominant stars like Doncic and LeBron. He converted 43.3% of his catch-and-shoot three-point attempts, which bodes extremely well for how he'd adapt to playing with elite playmakers. His corner three-point shooting was particularly outstanding, connecting on an absurd 50% of his 108 corner three-point attempts. He also shot 39.9% on above-the-break three-pointers, demonstrating range and consistency from all areas beyond the arc. For a Lakers team that needs reliable spacing, those numbers represent exactly what they've been missing. Even inside the arc, Ellis showed efficiency and versatility. He shot 74.5% on 94 attempts within the restricted area, which was 15% above the league average. That kind of finishing ability around the rim, combined with his three-point shooting, makes him a legitimate offensive threat who can contribute in multiple ways. Beyond the statistics, Ellis moves intelligently without the ball and adapts his positioning to complement the playmakers around him. That basketball IQ would fit perfectly in the Lakers system, which is built around facilitators and scorers like Doncic, LeBron, and Austin Reeves. He wouldn't need the ball in his hands to be effective, which is exactly what championship teams need from their role players. The Lakers shouldn't wait too long to capitalize on this opportunity. Ellis represents the perfect complement to their star-heavy roster, a player who could provide consistent value on both ends without requiring significant offensive touches. His willingness to guard elite perimeter scorers would solve one of their biggest defensive weaknesses, while his shooting ability would create the spacing necessary for their offensive stars to operate effectively. Coach J.J. Redick's rotation would benefit enormously from having a player like Ellis available, the versatility to switch defensive assignments, while also providing reliable three-point shooting, gives coaches the flexibility to match up against different styles of play throughout a long playoff run. The trade framework would likely be favorable for the Lakers too. Sacramento's depth at the position and Ellis's reduced role suggest they might be willing to move him for reasonable compensation. The Lakers could potentially acquire exactly what they need without sacrificing major assets or disrupting their core rotation. This situation highlights how roster construction decisions can create unexpected opportunities. Sacramento's focus on offensive veterans has inadvertently made a valuable young two-way player available, and smart organizations like the Lakers should be ready to pounce on that kind of opportunity. The timing couldn't be better either. The Lakers need immediate help with their championship window wide open, and Ellis has already proven he can contribute at the NBA level. This is a development project. It's a ready-made solution to multiple roster needs. Do you think the Lakers should aggressively pursue Keon Ellis while his value is potentially underrated? Could he be the perfect 3-and-D complement to their superstar duo? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you think this represents the type of smart, under-the-radar move that championship teams make sure to hit that like button. Sometimes the best trades are the ones that other teams accidentally make available.